Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Just in time for the weekend, a big change is coming to our weather. Details on a major cool town is our big story this Friday night. Let's get the latest from meteorologist Kim Walker.
Well, a cold front that has been pushing through the state has brought some rain across the area, and also right behind it, it really made those temperatures plummet down. So it really cooled things down very quickly. Tomorrow, high pressure will continue to build in, and so as a result, we're going to see northwest winds come into our area, and so that's going to keep us dry. It's going to bring lots of sunshine into the area, but it's going to bring lots of cold air into the region as well. So we're going to start off pretty cold with readings in the 40s and 30s. But throughout the day, we're going to see plenty of sunshine. Again, we're going to start off pretty cold from Saturday into Sunday. There could be even some frost as temperatures drop down to around 31 degrees, just a little bit below freezing. But notice those temperatures in the afternoon, not a big change. It's going to be 57 degrees as we head into the afternoon on your Saturday, and then Sunday, plenty of sunshine. We warm up to around 65 degrees. So this cold snap will be very short-lived because I think we're going to see a big warm-up as we head toward the latter part of next week. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Kim. A man is now behind bars in connection with killing 2 people at Grambling State University early Wednesday. Jalen Wayne is charged with murdering Earl Andrews and Monquerius Caldwell. Authorities say that shooting came after a fight that started in a dorm room and spilled out into a courtyard. Wayne and Andrews were both students. They were friends from high school and cousins by marriage. The search for a murder suspect ended this afternoon when Joshua Fletcher of Pollock turned himself in to Mississippi authorities in Humphreys County. That's the word from Grant Parish Sheriff Stephen McCain, whose deputies were part of the initial search for Fletcher. He was wanted for the July 29th drowning death of 20-year-old Samuel Deward Smith, an Alexandria native who was living in Arkansas and whose body was found in a lake near Marshall County, Mississippi. Fletcher was the subject of a manhunt last summer as authorities investigated that homicide. During the England Air Park Authority meeting yesterday afternoon, the community center topic turned into a bit of a heated discussion for quite some time. Controversy over the community center stems from the estimated price to renovate or possibly tear down the current structure to build a new one. Local establishments who feel they can provide similar amenities as the community center spoke at that meeting. Some showed no fear of competition, while others did voice some concerns. A motion was made to table the issue for further discussion until next month's meeting. The Pineville Rotary Club presented its 27th annual Business of the Year award today. That award is presented this year to the Louisiana Athletic Club. It is a locally owned and operated health and wellness center committed to helping its members achieve their goals. The Pineville location was established back in 2001 and operations expanded to Alexandria with a second location in 2012. The 51st annual Louisiana Early Childhood State Conference began yesterday at the Alexandria Riverfront Center. It did continue today with more than 500 caretakers, educators, and others attending those sessions throughout the day. It also offered the chance to meet other early childhood professionals from across the state.
Some of the most important things are the developmental stages of children, so that we don't give them things that frustrate them. We want them to be excited about learning, and we know that as adults, if learning is fun, then we are more apt to learn something. So we want to be able to present those things while keeping up with the standards that the state mandates and with all the things that we know as child development people that's important for children.
The first keynote speaker of the day, Marianne Harmon, focused on music and education. She has written music meant to educate kids. During her session, she encouraged educators to participate in musical activities in order to actively learn how music and education can be combined. The Alexandria Zoo was packed with residents wrapping around the parking lot waiting to enter for the first night of their annual Zoo Boo. The zoo did announce it was canceled for tonight, that is, but children have the opportunity to view zoo life during the evening while trick-or-treating on Saturday. Admission is $7 per person, and treat bags are provided. The annual Trick-or-Treat Street event at LSUA welcomed a large crowd, as they have in previous years. Children arrived in costume to enjoy a safe night of trick-or-treating through the streets on campus. This has been an annual event at the university for a number of years, with campus teams and organizations participating. KLAX TV is still encouraging donations for the annual Coats for Kids drive. One of the many sponsors and drop-off locations around the area is First Federal Bank.
Being a community member that we are, it's important that we do help the underserved, underprivileged kids, and it's just an honor for us to be a part of this program with y'all and partner, and it's been a success ever since we've started with y'all. We have a location on Jackson Street there right in front of the courtyard. We also have a location in Pineville on 28 East. We have a location on Coliseum Boulevard down there by the Chevron, and we're located on North Mall Drive right there by the mall. So we have 4 locations for them to be able to drop the jackets off at.
And thanks again to them for being a partner. You can drop off new or gently used coats for the Coats for Kids drive at any of the First Federal Bank locations. And visit the KLAX TV website for a list of other sponsors and drop-off sites near you.
To you, it's just an old coat, but to an underprivileged child, it's a warmer winter. Please help us collect coats for kids before the cold months get here. You can drop off new or gently used coats at a location near you. All coats are cleaned and distributed right here in our community. The KLAX Coats for Kids Drive is sponsored by First Federal Bank, Southern Heritage Bank, Bank of Montgomery, Kramer Funeral Home, Take 5 Oil Change, South Park Cleaners, and LaSalle Printing and Office Supply.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We have a cold front that is pushing through the state right now. Out ahead of it, you can see those thunderstorms that are forming, just a line of thunderstorms that are pushing off to the east. We still have another batch of rain out to the west that could be headed to our area, but I think by tonight, most of that rain will be ending as that cold front really quickly moves to the east. But as you can see on our regional radar, most of that rain is now pushing off into Mississippi, away from our area, but there's still a line of showers just to our west that could move in overnight and then move away as that cold front pushes in drier air into the region. And you take a look at these temperatures right now, much colder just west of that cold front, as temperatures are in the 40s and 50s, and that's where we are behind that cold front at 54 degrees right now. Out ahead of it, quite a difference, 20 degrees warmer, 74 degrees in Meridian, and it's 79 degrees in New Orleans. And we are going to see much of the region cool down as we make our way into the overnight and into tomorrow as that cold front continues to march to the east. Currently, it's 60 degrees in Leesville, 61 in Lake Charles, 67 in Lafayette. So that cold front has pushed in, bringing that cooler air into the region, and it feels a little bit really cool out there just because of the rain, and of course it's breezy as well, so making things feel a lot colder than they actually are. Tomorrow, high pressure starts to build into the region. It's going to send north winds into our area. That will keep us pretty cold. In fact, it will be cold as we start off the day, and temperatures will be about 20 degrees below normal, and we're going to stay pretty cool through the weekend before a warm-up shapes up for early next week. But with the cooler temperatures, we do have a risk for some frost across the region, so if you have any tender plants out there, you may want to take them in because it looks like the growing season is coming to an end at this point. Our headlines, it's going to be cold and breezy as we start off the day tomorrow. Sunny and cool in the afternoon, and then a frosty start for your Sunday, then lots of sunshine, but it's going to be chilly by the end of the weekend. But then we're going to see a nice warm up as we head toward the latter part of next week. We're going to see temperatures near normal, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine. Tonight, temperatures drop down into the 30s, so very cold out there. It's going to be windy as well, so very blustery conditions. Tomorrow, highs only around 57 degrees, mainly sunny and chilly, and then finally in the 60s by the end of the weekend. Plenty of sunshine as we start off the week. Temperatures will be back into the 70s early next week, and then possibly even into the 80s as another warm front comes through our region that will really raise those temperatures up for your Wednesday and Thursday, where we also have chances of rain. Scott.
All right, thank you, Kim. iPhone 10 sales began today. Pre-orders, that is. Demand is expected to be high, but supplies low. Multiple reports have indicated that Apple is actually having production problems with the newest device. Smartphones land on store shelves on November 3rd. By the end of January, Walmart will have shelf-scanning robots in more than 50 U.S. stores. The 2-foot robots have a camera that scans aisles to look for out-of-stock items or incorrect prices, then sends that information to employees so the shelves can be restocked and the prices fixed. Now, Walmart says the robots are more efficient than human employees at this and 3 times quicker at that same task. But the retail giant says robots will not replace human workers or the employee headcounts. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans. Every year, 790,000 will have a heart attack. Now, a new CDC report does have some good news. With more, here's Serena Marshall.
Cholesterol, for many of us, a nagging number that our doctors keep bugging us about. Whether we like it or not, high cholesterol levels are one of the leading risk factors for cardiovascular disease. Medications, diet, exercise, and lifestyle changes can alter it. And now a new report from the CDC suggests that more of us are getting the message about these healthy steps. Researchers finding that levels of total cholesterol in U.S. adults have decreased since the late 90s. The rate of American adults living with high cholesterol went from nearly 1 in 5 to 1 in 8. And as for the good HDL cholesterol, the kind you want to have high levels of, researchers finding more Americans with healthy numbers in this category. This means more Americans are protected from the heart-harming effects of bad cholesterol. And while researchers aren't sure whether medications or lifestyle changes are the reason for the improvement, it goes to show that we can all take steps to improve our cholesterol. With this Medical Minute, I'm Serena Marshall.
Thanks for watching ABC 31 News, and have a great night.
Get your leg warmers and neon clothes for the 80s-themed 3rd annual Bark Knows How to Paw Tea on Friday, November 3rd. Come paw tea in the 80s while raising money for homeless animals in Sinlaw. Give thanks by giving back to those in need. Drop off canned food donations at the Harley-Davidson dealership Saturday, November 4th. All donations go straight to the Food Bank of Central Louisiana. Register now for the Tioga Junior High School 5K Color Run. Awards for the top 3 male and female finishers. Race begins at 9 at the Tioga High School Football Stadium. And get your tickets for the Pancake Breakfast to raise funds for the Kiwanis of Alexandria Foundation Scholarship Fund. Breakfast is served at 7:30 on November 4th at Holy Savior Menard High School.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you.
The warmth of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.